I'm reminded about what Monsignor Hines said today, that the person who says that they never committed a sin is a liar. So now, like Paul Harvey said it, you're going to hear the rest of the story. No. Diane and I met John Maloney. It's hard to believe this is that many years ago, but it's in the late 1950s. We were living in Marinwood, and John lived across the street as the bachelor. He had a beautiful Cadillac convertible, one of the finest automobiles probably in Marin County. And there was a group of young ladies who were considerably younger than John, who seemed to appear at his house every weekend. They washed the car, they polished the car, they cleaned the inside of the car, they sat in the car. At this point, I'm married. Diane and I already have we had one child. And you know, for a guy who was as young as I was at the time, you have to be a little envious to look across the street and see that demonstration going on. Now, let me tell you, there was no question John Maloney thoroughly enjoyed what was happening. Well, one of those people was, of course, Winnie. And they got married while they were still living while John was still living across the street. They began their family. And we had always told our children, one of the things that really sticks in our minds is that our children, after he got married, always referred to Winnie as the bachelor's wife. Well, then things got a little upscale for the Maloneys, and they left for Terra Linda, which I understand was a monumental step up for those of us living in Marin County. But we still had close contact with them. We often went there. I remember whether it was Danny or you, Joe, who said something about the pool room. Oh, do I remember the pool room? Mm-hmm. And do I remember the amount of alcohol that flowed in that pool room? One other thing I remember, too, was that when our second child was about to be born, John solemnly promised us, if you name that child after me, I will pay for his college education. and here's where the sinner comes in. When our child was born, we named him Kenneth John LaFranchi. Well, today he is over 50 years old, and we are still waiting for the first dollar of his college education. It just never happened. Well,
John always said, oh no, I said I will see him through college.
Winnie, that sounds so Irish. I don't recall it that way at all. I recall it as he was going to pay. I probably should have known better. Anyway, we continued to see the Maloneys for a number of years, but then we moved to Sonoma County and eventually really lost contact with John and didn't reestablish it again until right now. I guess if I look back and try to think, what really is the measure of a human being? And I think you have to say it's really what that person leaves behind as a legacy. And when I look at John's children and listen today to see the kind of people they are and how they think and the families they have, John should be a very proud person. Thank you.
Thank you.